Daffodil Tea was founded as a fundraiser for St. Peter's Chapel. The first 2 teas raised enough money to replace the worn carpet and pew cushions. Now the annual tea benefits efforts to inform the public about the restoration needs of St. Peter's Chapel and its collection of Tiffany stained glass windows. St. Peter's was the first naval chapel built on the West Coast, and it is now the oldest naval chapel in the nation. In 1901, $5,000 of American taxpayers' money was used to build the non-denominational chapel. The congregation donated $50 for the architect's plans. The furnishings, the memorial plaques, and the windows were paid for with privately donated funds, including from military families and even pennies from Bay Area school children. The chapel's 29 stained glass windows were designed by Louis Comfort Tiffany. 16 are signed Tiffany Studios, New York, and constitute one of the largest and finest collections of Tiffany windows under one roof west of the Mississippi River. Many of these windows, as well as plaques that adorn the walls and ceiling, are memorials that link us to individuals and ships that served our country throughout its history. The windows are valued at as much as $25 million. The chapel was in regular use by the Navy until the Mare Island Naval Shipyard closed in April 1996. The chapel is now rented for weddings and tours. The chapel's traditional simple design, its graceful proportions, its wood-paneled interiors bathed in glowing light from the 29 stained glass windows, as well as its pastoral setting, make it an inviting sanctuary. Tea is held along Captain's Row at Quarter C on Mare Island. It's hard to imagine, but we receive the house completely naked each spring. In a couple of weeks or less, we decorate the rooms in various themes inspired by our own collections at home. Several of us each pick a room and then help one another out. Now is the moment to thank Richard Valet of Richard Valet Designs for some of the most elaborate and adorable decorative feats in the past several years. Tom and Connie Hodgson and their wonderful and gorgeous Haflinger horses have enriched our Daffodil Tea experience. They graciously offered free rides for our guests between the chapel and the turn-of-the-century Captain's Row Mansion, where our tea is served. For your memorable occasions, contact Fancy Ferriage by Horse and Carriage of Martinez, California.
Hey, Nellie!
The first 4 teas were served in 2 of these mansions that range in size from 7,500 square feet to the Admiral's home at more than 10,000 square feet. Since then, our tea guests have been hooked on these old houses. When we did not have a handicapped ramp one year, we arranged for alternative seating in the garden under a bright yellow and white tent top, while we witnessed women in wheelchairs get up and walk up the front stairs rather than be seated anywhere but our lovely mansion. These mansions aren't ours, though. We borrow them each year from Lennar Mare Island, the master developer. Thanks so much, Lennar. Quarter C is one of a dozen Southern-style mansions rebuilt in 1906 on foundations of the original brick homes, which were so badly damaged in the 1898 earthquake that they were required to be demolished. Built of wood which has withstood many a tremor in the last century and more, these exquisite homes are reminders of life at the turn of the 19th century. Many have call bells located in most rooms for the servants, as well as back staircases, which we still use when serving our upstairs tea guests.
I've heard everything about it.
Oh, heavens.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you live up on the Naval Ammunition Depot, the ordnance worker.
I used to live in quarters A44.
Right at the south end.
Yes, right near the captain's and of course Farragut's house across the street.
From the 1930s, 40s?
Yeah, from 1930 when I was born. And then I was married in 1952, but my family lived there for 3 more years.
Wow.
It was near the end, I think, of 1955 that they left.
Were you ever at quarters C during that time?
I'm not sure what. I used to babysit further down the row, but I'm not sure if I ever. I could have come to parties here too when I was little.
So it's so good for you to be at the Daffodil Tea.
Yes.
You enjoy yourself?
Oh, I enjoyed it very much, and I was so sentimental being in the chapel because I went to Sunday school. And of course being married in the chapel on Christmas Eve, it was a beautiful service. I designed my own wedding gown. It was white velvet and I carried red roses.
Wow. Well, that must have been beautiful. Wow. Do you have pictures? Photos of that?
Yes, I have photos
you
of that.
need to get those photos, yeah. Thank you so much.
Visit our website at www.stpeterschapel.org for more information or to make a donation.